Hi guys, hi and welcome to this discussion about Gamescom 2018 and what has come out just like a few hours ago. So basically the most important stuff that we're going to discuss today. I'm very excited for this actually because there's like super amazing game trailers. Super amazing. So I'm gonna wait a bit for you guys to join in and then I'm gonna start discussing this. It's pretty awesome. Duma Gaming, you're like so fast. Hi. You're like, I'm here. Hi. We have a very excited discussions today, and I'm gonna play some of the game trailers, from Gamescom, and we're gonna discuss. So it's a bit late, but exciting. At least I am excited. Because guys, Brocktober is also coming out, then that means that we're gonna be broke. Yeah, if you want to, buy all the games that are coming out. So, first, guys, I wanted, a bit more people to join in, but, oh, you're secretly Barry Allen, okay. Hello, Powell. Beautiful girls, hey, where are those beautiful girls? No, I'm kidding. So, guys, first, the battle. I want to talk about Battlefield 5 and that controversy. Let me just try to. Oh, sorry. Let me just try to load the trailer in the meantime. So, what are you guys think about this whole thing? I personally, first, this controversy, First, if Battlefield claimed to be historically accurate, which I don't think they are claiming that, I understand, the frustration of people that a woman is on the poster, that a woman is participating in World War II, and all of those things. I understand that, but I don't think that they're claiming any of this at all. I think that since the beginning, and as far as I know, what they did claim is that basically they reserve their right to be creative and show different things. Okay, let me just play the trailer right here. This is for Xbox, but it doesn't matter. Good evening, my dear Ivy, my right hand, my general of the Xenotes, not Xenotes. Take this every time of the Garrity's army. Hmm. Okay, Duma Gaming, you are bored of this? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, my point is, by the way, this trailer for me is very, very impressive. I hope that you can hear me. I'm gonna lower the sound here because it's not about me reacting to a trailer, it's about discussing a lot of games today. So for me, the trailer is very impressive. Of course, we see gameplay, we see like cutscenes, but we also see, again, sorry, if you know what I went through today in terms of work is unbelievable. I had to, like, for 2 hours, had to, like, relax, get a massage basically to even be able to speak. It was extremely tiring day at work. So it's incredible. What they presented here, but of course it is just a trailer. Although, as I played Battlefield 1, I believe them that some of these things are gonna be reality. But the controversy, guys, these days, Angry Joe got a lot of flack for this, and I'm really sorry about that because I really love Angry Joe. He got a lot of flack because he said some things. Now, my personal opinion again is that if we take, because I really want to get to a lot of games, guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up about Battlefield. If we take, for instance, that this is not supposed to be historically accurate, because I understand that it's not, there's nothing wrong, for the game to have a woman in it, personally. Now, I understand, and Ivy maybe will confirm this, that there were women in World War II. There just was like very few and far between. And you know, as a creative team, why not create a story that's gonna be one of these rare occasions that's gonna feature a woman, and she's gonna have a very particular arm because maybe there was technology in World War II that we are not familiar with. Sorry. uh you know, and that is what the creators of the game want to present. They want to present something that's not so common, but still. I'm sorry, these days I try to get sick, but I talked a lot today, as I said, so I'm even losing my voice a bit. So imagine how tired I am. But anyways, I'm just gonna watch the comments in a sec. So imagine if this is this kind of a scenario that is a very rare case, and the creators of the game just want to tell that story. Why tell a common story of a common soldier? Why not tell something else? If this is not supposed to be historically accurate, if this is supposed to tell a fictional story in a World War II setting. So if that is the case, and it looks like that is the case, like no doubt, why not allow this to happen, you know? So I personally, I stand, I mean, that is my position, that I don't mind if this is the case. I just don't. I would play this game. It's still a fiction for me because whatever they can think of is something that happened. Um, that even if it is to be historically accurate, there's always going to be this element of adding something to the story. You know. Sorry. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to keep myself together. So there are always going to be this element, you know, of thinking some things up, of making some things up. This is always the case of any movie, even that is by a true story or anything like that. So yeah, for me, I just want to be transported in another world, in another setting, something that's different from my reality right now, and enjoy the gameplay. So that's how I look at games in general. So again, I personally don't have anything against that. I enjoy how Battlefield as a franchise plays. I just enjoy how they approach things. I love Battlefield 1. I love their gameplay, their gunplay more than I love Call of Duty. It's just how it is. I just prefer it. I love the graphics. They're a lot more advanced than Call of Duty. And yeah, the engine's a lot better and all of those things. Now let me just look at the comments so we can move on to the next game, I hope. Just gonna stop it somewhere so we can have a very nice shot and I don't have to constantly rewind it. So let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. The Grand Great Dance shall lead us to glory once more. Oh, thank you. It happens at every stream, really. Okay, Doom Gaming, thank you. There were, you say, okay. Yeah, again, with the prosthetic arm, really don't care about that. But okay, I see your point, That's very interesting, Ivy. Thank you for that information. Okay, so it wasn't that rare, maybe? Okay. Okay. Monsters who enabled World War II, and he was glad to grind children and everyone to dust for his paranoid medics and... Aha! Hi Miro. Okay guys, so we can move on totally, you know, from Battlefield now. So again, for me, it's an expected game. I love the quality of Battlefield 1, as I said, so I hope that this is going to be up to par with Battlefield 1, and if it is, I'm gonna be happy. And I just don't care about these ridiculous things that are happening today, this generation of SJWs, butthurt crybabies for a lot of different kind of reasons. Like everybody has some kind of reason to cry about something, and it just becomes, I mean, they killing the fun out of everything, pretty much. And Yurko, yes, especially for Yurko flexing. Now let's continue here, and there's something very important that I want to touch upon. And this is Lara Croft, and not only Lara Croft, sorry, Tomb Raider, Shadow of Tomb Raider, but it is with the new NVIDIA technology that's called RTX. And the new cars were presented yesterday. I watched the whole thing, the whole conference. The 280 Ti and 270, yes, which is the lower end, but still they claim that is like a few times stronger and I mean more powerful than the 1080, which is amazing. Hi Trubadurche, hi, I'm very happy that you can join the stream. World War 3. Well, if they make a game about World War 3, that's like tempting fate in a way. And the other thing is that, yes, they can make it, but we had a lot of Future Wars games as well. They kind of did it all by that time. I mean, if not Battlefield, Call of Duty is gonna do it, and they are. I mean, they did it with their games that we already had, you know. So there's that. I mean, it's not maybe not specifically not it's not called like World War Three, but they did a lot of future wars. So there's that. Okay, moving on again because like I said, we have a lot of games to cover from Gamescom, and I really want to talk about this now because Lara Croft is one of my favorite. You can say most favorite gaming franchise ever, stories in games, whatever is inspiring me in general to play is my favorite thing in the world. And I'm super excited for this, and I just can't imagine how much money, sorry, I'm gonna pay for these incoming games. But my most priority is gonna be Lara Croft because very closely by Spider-Man and Lara Croft and Assassin's Creed are coming out, but I'm gonna prioritize Assassin's Creed and Lara Croft. I'm gonna play those probably simultaneously till I finish them, and then Spider-Man because I just can't afford all of those games. I just cannot. But let's get back to the NVIDIA thing. So NVIDIA presented this new technology basically yesterday, which is mostly, and actually it is, it's a different way of processing and doing lights in games. It's a system that basically does realistic lighting without any effort. And such things were not possible till now. Now, game developers are doing light with certain, ways. They're kind of predicting where the light is going to fall and how it's going to fall, and just does not look realistically and is very tasking on the processing power. But now, as far as I understood yesterday, because I watched it very thoroughly, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But as far as I understood, the new system, although it wasn't possible till now, it's not as tasking as the old one system. The old one is actually worse in terms of performance, but at the same time they made the new chip so that it's like divided into several different parts, and each part is doing physically something. So it's amazingly how it's structured, the architecture of it, and it's gonna present this very, very realistic way of lighting objects, and everything just gonna work. And it also has a learning process in it. So it's like amazing. A lot of things are possible with this technology, so I'm personally excited for that. I'm not gonna buy the new cards anytime soon. I'm just gonna watch benchmark tests and all of this. Then I have to get money. If I mean, I have to see if it's worth it, even because my current card, although it won't have this technology, is perfectly capable of running everything. And the difference to see this lighting sometimes is in some games is like absolutely dramatic. They presented Battlefield 1 demo, and really what this new technology presents is amazing. You have so many reflections that are so true to life, and there's that just a blur. Like if you look at the window and it's supposed to be reflecting a building across the street, it's gonna reflect that building, and with the old ways it's just gonna be a blur. So there is a big difference in some games, in some situations. There is not so much of a big difference in others. Like in Lara Croft, for instance, there's some shadows that, yes, there is a difference when you compare, but if you not compare, you're just not gonna notice much. Now let's go back to the comments and to the game. Yeah, thanks, Ivy. OG Karen. What do you mean? Not sure what do you mean. OG? What was that? What was that abbreviated for? Damn it, I forgot. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Lara, this game is also made by Eidos, which was the studio that made the previous game. So Square Enix are teaming up with Eidos. I'm very excited about that. Eidos made, I think, Anniversary and Legend. As far as I remember, it was one of the best games, of the time. They had very cool classical feeling to them. I just love them. Just there's such a in that sound when Lara picks something, you have like a tin, so wonderful. But anyways, so what I've seen so far from Lara Croft, Shadow of Tomb Raider, Lara's gonna become stronger physically and more experienced and mentally, and we're gonna see this amazing, like you see here, puzzles, and she's gonna have so much to explore, I guess. She's gonna be more involved in hand-to-hand combat, which is great. Shooting, like great gunplay as far as I saw from all the things, and I actually haven't seen this that I'm playing right now, so I'm very impressed as I'm watching it. It's great. So yeah, guys, most of it is an anticipated game. Everything looks perfect. I played the previous two, they're bullet ones. I don't have pretty much any complaints about them. So I have nothing to say but positive things about Tomb Raider for now, and I expect that I'm probably gonna buy it day one. So they want this, they want Assassin's Creed. So let's continue to the next game now. Yeah, she is, like, no doubt about that. Okay, let's see. No. Okay, so next game, guys. Just a sec. Don't wanna miss it. There's so many games. Oh god. Okay. Looking for it. Don't worry, gonna find it. For some reason I wanted to load Assassin's Creed, but I don't see it. Let me just check something. Oh. Oh god. I can't believe it, but I guess somehow, some way Assassin's Creed escaped me? And I did not download it? What? Sorry if you hear something. I'm just gonna real quick correct myself. Okay. Yes. I'm quickly gonna download that. Hope that's not gonna affect the stream much because I'm gonna download it. Okay, it seems to be fast enough. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have it soon. Let's see in the meantime what you guys are saying. Yes, the environment is great. It's great. Yeah, there's something like that. I'm hoping that Eidos is gonna make that happen, but I don't have any complaint with how Square Enix on themselves were doing Lara and how she grew. I really like how she's developing here. So yeah. Yeah, I just would love to see Nathan Drake interacting with Lara Croft. That's a dream. That is a dream of mine. It's gonna be so epic, guys. Okay, let's see Assassin's Creed. So guys, Assassin's Creed. What I'm seeing for now is not only the only game that we ever had like this, because this is the same case with with Origins, the first game with Egypt that we ever had, and it was freaking amazing. And now this looks like it has same game mechanics but only a bit better, and they really did amazing job, it seems, recreating Athens and Greece. And what I found out today is that they're gonna have parts of the myths and legends. They're gonna include the gods in some ways. They said that, to ancient Greece, gods, everything that happened, mythical creatures, everything was for them. I mean, it did happen. So all of that is going to be included because that way they're gonna make Greece more authentic, so to speak. If they're gonna make it, they're gonna make it. So, today I saw a gameplay with Medusa that is level 50, boss, and you get to fight her when you're at that level. Basically, they show the gameplay at the end of the game when you actually finish the game and you're maxed out at level 50. Now, one thing that I would say, I mean, I would love that you can switch between male and female characters. Today I have a very interesting discussion with my best buddy. You know him, my dear pudding that I like to call him. He said that, some people will not be able to identify themselves when they play with another gender. I personally don't have a problem with playing only with a guy. The fact that he's a guy, I mean, my character does not mean that I cannot relate to him. I'm just saying that to let you know what I think about this as well, what's happening with Assassin's Creed in general. I mean, the fact that um, a particular character is not of my gender, sex, whatever, it doesn't mean that I cannot associate myself with him. I'm just getting that into that role, whatever the main character is, and I'm just that when I play the game. I just don't care if he's a man or a guy. A man or a guy, oh god. If he's a man or a woman. But despite that, I would love that you can have this choice. It's really great because I also know guys that they just prefer to watch a female on the screen to play with female, so they can just watch a female at the same time. Although I would love to have a female heroine, like if there's a AAA Xena game, of course I would love to play with Xena. And yeah, but when there's a role play like Skyrim, I mean, type of RPG that you can create your own character, sometimes I just prefer to create a man because I prefer to watch a man on the screen. I just think that nobody should have, at least I think that, a problem playing the other gender in any kind of a way because it's fiction. You just get into that character and you are that character. Now, if you still want to have the choice, it is amazing to have the choice. It is great. You can finish the game one with one character, one with another character. One with the guy, one with the woman. So you have this choice, and that is going to make the game a bit different. It's going to, it's going to kind of present a bit of a different story in a way. So it expands the game in a great way. I think that is a great addition to the game, not only because you're not only choosing a particular sex to play with or a gender, but you're also changing how the game is feeling. You're also changing the story and how maybe you're gonna approach some situations. I'm saying maybe. Now, I want to mention one thing that I was like this when I saw it, is that you can dress your female if you choose the women. Sorry so much. So, no, sorry about that, but just cannot help it. I'm so tired. So, one thing that I really don't like is that when you choose to play with the woman, you can dress her the same way that you're dressing the guy, and the armor is male. That's not okay. The armor should not be male. You're just seeing a woman with male's body. You're basically seeing like maybe a bit smaller, but still you kind of see a man's body. And today when I saw this demo from the back, I'm just seeing this female kind of a walk. And I'm like, why is this guy walking like a woman? And then it turns out 5 seconds later that it's, yes, it did, because it is a woman, but you know, she's dressed in the armor of the guy. And I don't have anything against such armor because it's so awesome, guys. It's just a dream. Just like make it female, make it female. She has boobs. You cannot see man chest on a female's body. It's just ridiculous. It looks absurd. It looks terrible. It looks like a lazy work of the guys from Ubisoft. It's like they cannot make a female version of that same armor. Maybe there is, but for that demo, oddly, they chose to do that, and I just don't get it. I just don't. So now that's my only gripe for now. I just don't have any gripe with the game. Everything that I see is just a lot of improvements there. It's not the same like Origins. I said like it's the same. Yes, it looks pretty much the same because it did lies on that what we had in Origins, but it's a new way of playing Assassin's Creed, which I love. The gameplay, I love the fighting, I love the system, how you upgrade, I love the level system, I also love everything. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, okay. Maybe is that the same Assassin's Creed you reacted to in the big stream? Yes, that is the same. Yeah, there's no other Assassin's Creed. That was at E3. Yeah, the one that you know didn't like. She just doesn't like how Assassin's Creed is. And this is before Origin, by the way. This takes place before Origin. The Turkey Clan, yes. Duma Gaming would love to play that. Yeah. Hahaha, Yurko's funny. Um, yeah, that's just insane. So hope they're gonna change that. So guys, that is it. I mean that's it about Assassin's Creed. I cannot get over how awesome everything is. Uh, so let's continue now to the next game. As Lara Croft, just to add, this is a must buy for me. Okay, next game. Actually, I think I have that. Oh, wait a second. I think I have that what I've talked about, but I just didn't see it. I couldn't load it. Let me just go over this. Okay, that is the thing that I'm talking about. Yes, I do have it. So, as you can see from the back, it's just indistinguishable from a guy if you don't like look at it. And this is the freaking male armor. Now let's. Here's a cutscene. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Okay, so you see, that is, again, that's too bulky. It just sits on her like it is gonna sit on a man. And that is too heavy for her. It just looks too heavy. Women's armor should be more like Xena's armor, you know? It's perfectly designed for her to move in it. Female body is female body. We cannot like jump over that and just dress it like a man's body because they function a bit differently, you know? We do have differences in genders, in the way that our bodies are structured, our bones, and everything. Okay, this is exactly what I meant as well because you can see it like in broad daylight. I'm just gonna back it up a bit. So yeah, you see, this looks not right. It's just not. I cannot accept this. This should be corrected. We see like such pronounced, six pack and the chest mostly. This is insane. Facial animations does not look that bad as the previous game, but now you see what I mean. Okay, let me see what you guys are seeing. Yerko says if they're in the game, have body like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, this can be the perfect statue. Sparta's type body. Actually, Arnold is a lot bigger than a Spartan or a Greek statue, but yeah. Get into the chopper. I mean, Greeks didn't have steroids, so they were all natural, and natural does not get big as Arnold ever. Ah, Jay Clark. Hi. I'm happy that you're here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. Hmm. Witcher 3. Well, the structure is totally different. I cannot really agree with Irko here. Okay, it's different from all the Assassin's Creed games, yes, but it's a natural progression in terms of gameplay and quality. So I'm not saying no to it like in anytime soon. It was, the old gameplay of Assassin's Creed was very clunky. It was like somebody's tied you up with a rope. Here, yes, it's different. You're more like a warrior, but this is how things started. That's the point of the story. This is how things started. This is how, this is what first grew into the Assassin's Creed Order. So you get to play that. It's like a history lesson. So I personally don't have anything against it. I love how the game evolved. There's a gameplay and story. My most dreamed of setting to ever play in a game have come true. And this is Egypt, this is ancient Greece. I love it. So there's nothing more to say for me. I just love it. Mm. Of course that we are waiting for Red Dead Redemption. And that is the next game that I'm talking about. Okay, Troubadourche, the troubadour in the comments he's writing in English, so and in Bulgarian, but I can answer in English so you guys know what I'm talking about. And now Red Dead Redemption, guys. So this is the old trailer. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I have a newer one. Actually, let me see if I do. Actually, I tried to look for it today, but I couldn't. And I covered Red Dead Redemption pretty soon, so I'm not gonna linger on it pretty much. I mean, that much. But yes, we are pretty sure that there's nobody here that does not want this game or just to try it. I mean, it's obviously amazing. I watched like a technical analysis of those guys, how the Digital Foundry, yes. Sean is here. Gone Hollow Media. Hi, Sean. What I like to see from Next IC? Well, whatever they're doing. I mean, that is what I was just explaining, that I wanted to see Egypt to be there, and I was. I played that. It was a dream. It was amazing. The game was vast. The game was beautiful. The structure, the gameplay, everything. I loved it. I wanted to see ancient Greece. Now we're gonna have that. So whatever I want, pretty much they're doing it. Whatever I always wanted to play in third person, they're doing it. So yeah. And yeah, but I love to see more gods and mythical creatures, which they are gonna do in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah. But now we are at Red Dead Redemption, so let's concentrate on this. So guys, as I was saying before, one of my most favorite games ever is Call of Juarez. That is Call of Juarez 2. That's first person game, it's a cowboy game. Now I love cowboys before, now I don't. I just don't love western types of things that much, but I'm super interested in Red Dead Redemption. I played the previous game, not fully. I had it on Xbox 360. For some reason I couldn't just get into it. I wasn't that much in RPGs back then, and the structure of it wasn't quite clear for me back then. I mean, that was a long time ago. Now this looks in such a high quality. We know Rockstar Games, they're amazing, one of the best game studios ever. They're, giving attention to detail, so much so that it's just great. And especially when you have in mind this is open world game, it's very hard to keep track on everything when the world's that alive, vast, they want to make it as alive as possible. And so you're gonna have amazing animations of the horses. Even you're gonna have great ways to ride those horses, interactions, so many things. And look at the race, the blinding, everything I'm pretty sure is gonna be optimized to the fullest extent on the consoles. Today I saw a demo of 4K almost fully on PS4 Pro, and I do have PS4 Pro. It's just that if you were to play on PC and I don't have a 4K screen, but I do have a quad HD, yes, 2K screen, so on the PC right now. So that's gonna be amazing. So yeah, guys, and Trovador, to answer your question, of course, that we are excited for this game. It looks one of those games with a huge substance that are gonna keep you playing, and you're gonna feel the quality. And I'm gonna see. I mean, that quality is obvious right now from these trailers. Let's catch up with the comment, guys. With the comments. Ivy says they went on the look at me, abs mates. Yeah, that's about sunscreen. See, me strong. Well, I love that. It's just that it's not supposed to be so pronounced or even, so pronounced on a woman, especially the male chest. That's ridiculous. Mm. Okay. I love bronze. I mean, I don't have anything against that. I would love to be gold. When you see a gold armor, you always think like, oh, that must be something very important. That's another thing. I see Vikings actually shown. Yes, for setting that would be my next pick. Yeah, you're very right. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know what you mean, Jaquar, by us going to do a helicopter gag. um, okay, Jaquar. Hope you're not. Hmm. Yeah, and the sense of realism is pretty great. Where Ivy, when you're on a budget, you can always get a PS4, although the games are, sometimes more expensive, or you can not get the same deals when how you can get on PC with games on PlayStation. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But I mean, if you buy a PlayStation, it's gonna be cheaper for you than to make a game PC. That because only the video card, if you want a quality video card, is gonna cost the same price that is the PS4 and more, depending on what you want. So that's about Red Dead Redemption. I don't have anything bad to say. It's not my cup of tea in terms of setting the cowboy things in general. Just because, yeah, but it's not like I won't enjoy the heck out of it if it's made amazingly. Now, next game. That's kind of surprising, guys, for me, because this came out super fast and I didn't expect it to come out that fast. It's Just Cause. Okay. So Just Cause 4, guys, I liked very much Just Cause 3. I finished it. I kind of prefer Just Cause 2 in some cases because it was more revolutionary, just brought different kind of a feeling to it. By that time, in terms of how missions work, kind of was a bit more interesting, but of course, Just Cause 3 improved upon so many things. And now Just Cause 4, they look like they improved even more. You can do so many things here in more dynamic way. The flight, the graphics are better. And unfortunately, Just Cause 3 was not very good optimized for PC. I hope they're gonna correct that. And yeah, you can do all of. Sorry, guys. You can do all of these things, crazy things, and you have to only have the imagination. What I love about their motto, you know, the motto of the developers of Just Cause is, if you see it, you can go there. That's the thing that impressed me the most in Just Cause 2 when I first played it. When I see a mountain, like the top of a mountain, no matter how far it looks like, or no matter how impossible it looks like to get there because there's no road, you can climb to there, you can be on that mountain top, and you can look the rest of the map from there. That was amazing, mind-blowing for me, and there's so fewer games back then that could do that. In Skyrim, I remember that you can get pretty high with your horse and over every mountain. Yeah, you can do that. But here's like on another level, you have different caves, underwater things you can go through, and there's just so many things that you can interact with. Now there's like almost nothing static in this game, which is great, and again, for an open world game, this has pretty good graphics. uh, and I'm just excited for the ways that you can glide above the different, you can say, bases, and even you can do that. Wow, that's great. Wow, that's pretty great. Just look at this. Look at that. Ha! Amazing. Amazing. Cowboys and aliens. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. So, okay, let's just look at this for a sec. Of course, yeah, you can switch between the parachutes and the glider. And that's the new addition. It's the tornado. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, you can go towards the tornado with this. I wonder if you can get into the tornado, what's gonna happen? Oh yeah, Ivan, and like I said, that was like years ago in Just Cause 2, and now we are already on Just Cause 4. In terms of lighting and overall texture of the graphics, they look to be better than the previous ones, so yeah. Really look like that. It's pretty amazing because they made it so sandboxy that even a tornado is possible and you have no idea how far can you go up. That's also very interesting. Okay guys, have to continue here. Just Cause 4, it's a must buy. Probably, but probably not gonna get day one, just gonna wait for everything else to finish, like to finish with Tomb Raider, for me to finish with with Assassin's Creed. Now this Metro Exodus. Metro, one of the most impressive games visually. Let's see if that is the case now. It looks like any other game almost. Today's games, they're impressive, as you know. I played a bit of Last Light. It was interesting. I just played a lot of things then. Couldn't bring myself to finish it. Didn't kind of draw me to play it that much. I understand it's a great game, but just didn't have that it factor for me in terms of making me want to return from work to sit on the computer and just play it. Like less fewer games these days are doing that. So that doesn't mean it's not a good game, just means that I'm looking for a particular it factor that I just can feel it while I'm playing, and the game must make me want to come back again. Metro didn't do that to the extent that I wanted, so I can continue. But nevertheless, guys, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make an amazing job. I just have no doubts about that. And everything looks pretty badass, and the world looks, well, it's not in the metro. It looks pretty damn impressive. Yeah, so yeah, that's Metro, guys. Let's continue to the next game before I fall asleep on the PC. As always, but I'm just so tired that I just can't keep myself up anymore. Let's see if I missed the game. I think we went through most. Oh no, I missed something very important. Just give me a sec, I'm gonna find it. Huh. Very important. Okay, let's see where it is. Where is it? Maybe it didn't download. Huh. It did. I just can't see it in the folder. Okay, that's weird. It is downloaded, but I don't see. Ah, okay. Sorry. Yes, I saw it. Okay, guys. Now let's see. Oh, let's see this. One of the most exciting games that I've ever seen, and that is Devil May Cry. Ivy says, love the atmosphere. Yeah, atmosphere is amazing. So Devil May Cry, guys. Slash and fight and demons and special effects and super cool visuals, amazing logo, and I'm not that familiar with the whole story and all. Dante, his son Nero, okay. Zeko, hi. I I take it you like my blue eyes? Just a bit, just a bit. Yeah. so so guys, this is extremely exciting because it's one of those classical games that you just wait for years and years to have, and now we're gonna have it. Again, I must buy. Super excited. Um the gameplay for me from the third person perspective and how dynamic it is. It looks very faithful to the Devil May Cry series to me, at least to me. I'm not like a specialist on Devil May Cry, but I did play the previous one, which was like full third person game. It wasn't like on the side like God of War style. And I played the previous before that, which was in that style, but it was a pretty entertaining game. It has that classical feel to it. And this looks exactly like a newer Devil May Cry, like the previous game, but at the same time, it does have that classical feel to it. It does. Like, look at the freaking monsters. Look at how Nero looks at things, even the way that he looks at things, how he acts, how the camera is shooting him. It's great. Yeah, amazing Doom gaming. Yeah, just a little bit ago, I knew it. You're great. So this is wow. I mean, this is also the first time I'm seeing this. Just didn't have time to watch it before. The impact of each hit and slice, it's amazing for me. It really is. Wow. Just love that you're in the air and you're just still shooting them. Still. Which is not something that we've never seen before. There's kind of thing in the previous game, but of course they're gonna take something from the previous game, but they should in the same time they made it kind of new because Nero he has his own style. Yeah, exactly. It's a classic, and with today's technology, it has so much potential to show those powers. Wow, just love the sword, love it, like love it. The upgrades, it's classical. It's what you always wanted to see in the previous games, but it's just done better. You know, better because it's new. I mean, they can make whatever they want, pretty much. I mean, yeah, somebody's gonna say, well, the previous games this and that, but guys, sometimes when you play a previous game, like an old game, it's really stiff. It's not like now. Of course, it can feel amazing, and it felt amazing because you never played such thing before. But if you played this instead of some old game, maybe then you'll be like really blown away. If you never seen the old game, if you like in the future, and from the future somebody brought you this game before the original Devil May Cry, and then brought you the original in terms of at least visuals and how hit them back. I mean, how everything feels when you hit somebody when you use a power. I'm pretty sure this is gonna feel better. That's what I mean. The game and the story could suck the new game compared to the old one, but the way everything feels like it's gonna be way better in the new game. That's just the point to. I mean, it's a whole other point on itself. Okay, guys, you just see that. I'm gonna check if I missed something. Of course, I missed something. Yeah, first is Spider-Man, guys. Spider-Man, I must have again, but I'm gonna wait for it. I just cannot buy it comes out in between everything else. Cyberpunk, one of the most interesting games, you know, from CD Projekt Red. But I just can't wait for that. But we're gonna wait for that a bit longer. Just checking. Miss something else. But yeah, Cyberpunk is looking like something extremely mind-blowing. I just don't have words for that. Okay, what else? We have Sekiro. Sekiro. It looks dynamic, interesting, but Ghost of Tsushima, the PlayStation exclusive, for me looks much better. Much better. Not that, you know, the other game does not. Mutant Year Zero. Let's go look at that real quick. That's weird. But I'm interested. I'm interested. Just not one of those games that I consider a must-have, but I am interested. I am, of course. Okay, let's go back a bit. What else? Battlefield. Well, I pretty much talked about every major game. I don't think I missed something. Yeah, guys. So. Okay, let's go back to the comments real quick. Too many games to look for, too much money to give. Basically, that's how things are right now. But really, guys, that is it for this stream. I'm almost going for an hour now. But very important topics to cover. I had a review to do to that movie Upgrade. Too sleepy to do it now, but I know that if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna kill myself. So tomorrow I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to make some kind of video. And I want to Steam games. So bad. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm just gonna stop it right here. You can say something for finishing comments if you like. But thank you guys for watching. Please, you know, watch my Facebook page, watch my Twitter, because I announce those streams. And I'm very sorry that I'm so tired, but really, if you have any idea how much I have to muster to be here, but I love to be here, I want to be here, so that's why I'm doing everything possible to be here. Thank you guys. And Ivy, okay, let's do the race. Oh, you're making me sound like Xena, the Destroyer of Nations, back when she was the Destroyer of Nations. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you, my dear Gary D's. Until next time with me, Gary G Reviews. Hope you enjoyed everything, and let me know what you think in the comments, as always.